Once again, for those of you just joining, my name is Max Garza III. I'm calling in out of North America. Thank you for joining the Power On Express company overview. Literally, guys, many of you are doing a phenomenal job around the world bringing marketing team members in from the four corners of the earth. We thank you very much for your dedication and your hard work. Obviously, it's going to pay off in the future, because what a lot of people don't understand, ladies and gentlemen, is that you have the ability right now to see a concept at its genesis, right? Just like everybody in 2008 and 2009 heard about Bitcoin for the first time, and they started really disseminating the information and trying to understand how they could win in that market, this is happening all over again. And many of you are seeing the XECoin and the Power On Express at its genesis, guys. But to be able to have a company like Exergonics as our parent company with their physical products and services underwriting the XECoin value, something that's never been seen in the cryptocurrency marketplace, guys. So once again, thank you very much to each and every one of you for spending some quality time with us this Wednesday evening, afternoon, or morning for many of you around the world. Let's begin. So our company has a simple question for everyone around the world, guys. Are you switched on? And of course you are. We all are. From our cell phones to our cars, homes, our schools, and even our sources of food. Without energy, we are powerless, literally. Our whole existence depends on production, distribution, and consumption of energy. One tradable commodity none of us can live without. And guys, remember, we're not getting any less connected. We're not using any less power. At present time, we have about 7.5 billion human beings on planet Earth. And of those 7.5 billion human beings, we have about 6 billion mobilely connected devices. So it's safe to say that our appetite for energy is voracious. So this is why you're seeing something that has no territorial restrictions when we talk about cryptocurrency and not just energy, but energy storage solutions, guys. So you're getting in front of a trend that is going to be a huge trend moving forward from 2017 and beyond. We're talking about three huge disruptive industries, ladies and gentlemen. Network marketing, obviously the greatest distribution channel this world has ever seen, guys, because at the end of the day, we're talking about anywhere from $175 billion to $200 billion worth of products and services that get exchanged on a yearly basis within network marketing. And remember, guys, because of the ability for people to talk with people they have a relationship with, it allows for the exchange of commerce. And this commerce is a global phenomena, and this is what you're seeing right now all around the world. The second disruptive industry is blockchain technology. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, blockchain technology is going to change human culture for decades to come. If we talk about the Bitcoin blockchain, literally, guys, we're talking about a decentralized peer-to-peer network that not only is more efficient, is cheaper as far as fees, but also, remember, guys, no one country owns it, no one bank owns the blockchain, and no one person can mess with it. I read a stat the other day that said that if somebody tried to hack the Bitcoin blockchain, for every 10 minutes that they would spend hacking, it would cost them $500 billion. And again, remember, guys, there's no central focal point like a bank or like a government or like a store. We've heard of hacking that has occurred with Kmart, with Home Depot. When you're centralized, guys, and all these people try and hack a focal point, it's a lot easier to get into those servers. But when you're on a peer-to-peer network, you would have to hack, hundreds of thousands, if not hundreds of millions of computers at the same time, which is virtually impossible, right? So this is why many people are moving into the blockchain. Another very valuable aspect of the blockchain, let's talk about the Ethereum blockchain. On this blockchain, guys, we have smart contract technology. So imagine in the future not needing an intermediary, being able to have contractual agreements, for, let's say, land deeds, car registrations, voter records, medical records, and the list goes on and on and on. But because we will be doing solar power purchase agreements and energy storage solutions in the future, imagine being able to save your consumers money through those contractual agreements on the Ethereum blockchain, guys. Super exciting stuff. So now, when we talk about energy storage, obviously, as you know, ladies and gentlemen, every single government around the world is trying to reduce the amount of electricity load that's put on their utilities. Why? Let's take America, for instance. You'll see rolling blackouts from California to New York every single year because their utility infrastructure is so old. Literally, guys, if Thomas Edison would come back from the grave right now, he would still be able to understand how our local utilities work. That's how ancient our technology is. We're talking about technology from the 40s, 50s, and 60s. They need massive upgrades. They need software upgrades. And this is why energy storage solutions are going to be very valuable in the future, because as governments are trying to get more renewable sources of energy, people are looking for that energy storage solution so they can become their own micro-utilities. And with our parent company, XECoin, we are at the forefront. We basically will be pioneers in that revolution. So congratulations, guys. So let's talk a little more about cryptocurrency. After only 8 years, Bitcoin has a market cap of around US $16.5 billion, disrupting the concept of money for all time and opening the door for other digital currencies. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, XECoin is equally disruptive and 100% backed by renewable energy, carbon credits, physical exergonics products, and operating on the Ethereum blockchain, which has smart contracts for full transparency. Now, why is that important, guys? Because at the end of the day, even though Bitcoin has a huge market cap, remember that it is fiat currency, F-I-A-T, fiat currency. Just like the United States dollar, Bitcoin is not backed by gold, it's not backed by silver, it's not backed by notes. In fact, the United States dollar is a good example of fiat currency also, because in the 70s, Richard Nixon took the United States off the gold standard. So basically turning the American dollar into fiat currency. It's on a trust system, right? So I trust you, you trust me, you give me a dollar, we have trust in the government, and that gives the valuation to the dollar. Bitcoin's the exact same way, guys. It's based on trust, right? And it's based on supply and demand. So imagine having a coin that's so explosive on the market, the XECoin, that is not just backed by clean, green, renewable energy, but physical products from our parent company, XECoin, and also carbon credits moving forward. Now, the reason why all of this is so exciting, ladies and gentlemen, is because at the end of the day, you got to remember one thing. It's going to allow the coin to have not just price stability, but it's going to give it valuation for decades to come, basically allowing us to have decades upon decades of success with the XECoin. So now, let's talk about phase one. We call this the digitization of energy. Basically, energy plus blockchain equal the future, right, guys? Because at the end of the day, we understand one thing. Energy is about a $7.5 trillion a year industry around the world. I mean, pretty much 95% of the people we know use some form of energy, right? But the blockchain technology, guys, right now, Wall Street, JP Morgan, pretty much every big bank is trying to figure out how to use the blockchain to their advantage. Hospitals, you name it, guys, governments, blockchain. I tell people this. Hopefully you remember this conversation like you did back in the 90s, probably early 90s, like 92, 93, when we were first trying to figure out what the internet was, right? When somebody demystified what the internet was for many of us as kids. We call that the Internet of Information. Right, ladies and gentlemen, but this internet, the second internet, we call it the Internet of Money, because between cryptocurrency and the energy storage revolution that's coming, guys, you're talking about being able to cash in on one of the biggest trends ever to occur in our lifetimes or anyone else's lifetimes in the future. So now let's talk about the XECoin, the XEC. Just like Bitcoin, XECoin's value is based upon supply and demand. However, the intrinsic value of each coin is also 100% underwritten by stored energy generated from current assets, future assets, and revenues of XECoin. So now, energy storage, guys, remember, more than 2/3 of all energy produced is wasted due to inefficiencies in the centralized distribution utility model. In the USA alone, this amounts to $700 billion in annual losses. Clearly, there is a huge opportunity for disruption globally, guys. Because remember, this is not just the United States. This is all around the world. And don't forget, guys, many countries don't even have utility infrastructure. We're talking about places that don't have, access to power lines and cables. So this is why renewable forms of energy like solar PV systems, hydro, biomass, windmills, that's why the world is looking for more renewable sources of energy, But remember, if there's no grid, they're going to have to be able to store that energy for future use. This is why our energy storage solutions are so valuable. And again, guys, these stats come from the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory. So now let's talk about the new economics of energy storage. On your screen right now, guys, this is an article from the McKinsey Group. Basically, they're talking about energy storage can make money right now. Now, finding the opportunities requires digging into real-world data. Basically, energy storage is a favorite technology of the future for good reasons. Guys, in Australia, as we speak right now, there's a pilot program going on with Tesla. They are basically doing a pilot program with their wall batteries, their energy storage solutions. They call them wall batteries. There's another company called Orison Energy, but remember, XECoin is a pioneer in this industry. Now, what they're doing, guys, is they're making sure that people can become their own micro-utilities. Why? Because a lot of people right now are sick and tired of being taken advantage of because of all the inefficiencies in their local utilities. And when they can become their own micro-utility, they don't have to worry about pulling power from that local grid. That's why energy storage it's such a revolution going on right now, guys. We tell people all of this is going on, and we as entrepreneurs are getting educated and sharing the information, because many people that see this at the very beginning, they have timing, and timing is to business as location is to real estate. So now let's talk a little more about network marketing, guys. Network marketing is estimated to be a $178 billion distribution channel, according to several sources. And remember, XECoin, our vision is to create a better, cleaner, and cheaper way to provide energy to the entire world. Now remember, guys, when you have a relationship with people around the world, they will sit down and talk to you. They will kick on a Skype call and listen to some information, review a PowerPoint. This is why we feel that the distribution model of network marketing is ultra valuable for what we're trying to do around the world. So now let's talk about our founder. This good-looking gentleman right here, his name is Don Nasanka. He's the chairman, president, and CEO of XECoin. Now, guys, he's a former director at Enersys Inc., which is the world's largest industrial battery company. He's also the founder of Kokum America and Dow Kokum, which is the first lithium polymer plant in the U.S. And for those of you that love sports cars, when Lotus was creating their first electric vehicle, Don's company, Dow Kokum, their batteries were in that first Lotus. Well, lo and behold, to make a long story short, a few years later, Tesla came in and purchased that technology. And again, so when we tell you that we're working with a pioneer in the industry of energy storage solutions, that's an understatement. So now, Don is the founder of XECoin, our parent company, and he has invested in several green companies. He is also a distinguished alumni of the University of Central Missouri and has had an outstanding career and is the originator of the Innovation Campus, which was recognized by the President, Barack Obama. Now, one of the things that I find amazing also, guys, is that he's been honored by the Lumina Foundation, which is the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Many of you that right now are running a Microsoft operating system know exactly who Bill Gates is. And this was done because of Don's contribution to education and the idea of the Innovation Campus. So what I tell people, guys, the gentleman that's steering this ship for our parent company, Don Nasanka, we couldn't have a more educated, a more caring individual in place, guys, to lead us to prosperity. And I tell people, I got to meet him, in person in Anaheim, California. This gentleman cares about people. He wants to be able to create a synergy around the world so that people can not only win financially, but if they're missing certain infrastructures or bioagricultural infrastructures, his company wants to be able to provide access to more people around the world, and I think that's phenomenal. So now let's talk about XECoin, guys. XECoin is one of the leading producers of distributed energy storage system technology and a pioneer in this industry today. Combining advanced nanotechnology with proven power management, this enables XECoin to provide efficient energy storage systems that are portable, modular, and can easily be tied to existing infrastructure. Storing energy is now easier, and it's in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. On the right side of the slide, guys, what you'll see is an ESS tower. We got to see these products physically in Anaheim. It's amazing what they have, guys. This company, some of the products that we'll be able to offer around the world are phenomenal. But This ESS tower, just so you know, basically it can power a restaurant, it can power a hotel, a warehouse. Guys, at the very top of this slide, you'll see the battery management system. In the middle, you'll see the security software. At the very bottom, you'll see thermal management so that it doesn't overheat. At the very top, you can see some stackable battery stages, and towards the bottom, you see advanced batteries. But guys, one of the other products we physically got to hold, because obviously these ESS towers are a little bit bigger, we got to see these vertigo docks. Each one of these blades, guys, is 1 kW of energy, basically 1,000 watts. So imagine, moving forward, if you know anybody that drives for Lyft, Uber, or just anybody in general that drives a lot in their local town, country, province, any vehicle that was produced past the year 2008, ladies and gentlemen, has what's called a 6-pin in the back. You can actually dock this vertigo dock in the back of the vehicle, and as you're driving around, ladies and gentlemen, your vehicle is producing energy. Your alternator, your battery, your brakes, your exhaust. Now imagine, just like you see on this picture, as you're driving around, you're recharging all these vertigo dock blades, guys. And remember, one of these blades is 1 kW. So imagine if you have 10 blades connected and they're being recharged, you're talking about 10,000 watts. Well, guys, let's say you get to the house or the office and you take one of these blades off of the vertigo dock. You can recharge your iPhone, your iPad, your let's say you have a Galaxy S7 Edge, maybe an Android tablet. Let's say that you can plug in your solar PV system, or maybe you have a biomass renewable energy system attached to your house. Guys, remember, the average home around the world uses between 1,500 and 3,500 kilowatt hours per month. So if you got 10,000 watts, you could probably power your house for a good month to 2 months, depending on your energy consumption. But the ability for you to do that month in, month out, I think that's pretty valuable for people around the world. Now, on this slide, guys, we're looking at the business structure. Everything from compliance to legal to audits to accounting. On the left-hand side, you see the Xergonics Management, Xergonics Investments Ltd., which run 100% of our parent company, Xergonics, Coda Energy, and Vertigo. Also, Neighborhood Power and Bioactis. Now, on the right-hand side, you'll see the Xergonics Investment Partners, Xergonics Investment Trust, which runs 100% the Global Power Ltd., Power on Xpress, and obviously the Xergonics Holding Inc. So guys, at the end of the day, remember, we're doing business with a titan of industry, and we have the ability to not just create wealth for you and your families, but we can create generational wealth for not just your children, but your children's children. We call that last name money, right? Because when you can be with a company for decades to come, because remember, this technology company is phenomenal. The technology we have right in front of us, guys, and the things that it's going to do for people around the world, we're going to create success stories. And hopefully you will join this company and create a success story for you and hundreds of thousands of people around the world. So now on your screen right now, this is the investment trust, everything from Vertigo to Albadora to Coda Energy. And then people ask us, guys, how do we make this all work? On your screen, you see about a 40-foot shipping container. This modular energy storage solution, guys, you can fit about 5 to 6 ESS towers inside of these. But let's say you put 2 of these bad boys together, you could basically create 1 megawatt to 4 megawatts of power every single hour, guys. Basically, you would be able to light up 800 residential homes if you put 2 of these modular systems back to back. The reason why we're excited about this is because, again, you can plug this into conventional energy plants, biomass, hydro, solar systems, wind systems. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to capture 67% of the wasted energy. Why? Because we are trying to provide cheaper, cleaner, and better energy for all our customers around the world. And all of this is going to back up our XECoin, which at present time, guys, no matter what's going on in the global public exchange, which is C-CEX, our parent company, Xergonics, has told us that every XECoin is worth 10 cents, is valued at 10 cents of clean, green, renewable energy, no matter what's going on in the market. But remember, as we produce more, as we have more demand than supply, it's only going to create more of a frenzy for people to get coins, and it's going to increase the price point, guys. Because remember, we have stability based on renewable energy, physical products, and carbon credits. So now let's talk a little more about products, right? Let's talk about the exchange energy units, basically the XEU. So XEU units are the product that members get when they buy a power plan with the Power On Express. Now the XEU is a proprietary unit of energy, initially 1 watt, which can be utilized within the Vertigo product range or sold on the internal exchange. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, the XEU usage can be traded amongst the members on an internal exchange, can be redeposited into our loyalty program, and can be converted to XECoin and transferred to your hot wallet and used as a normal cryptocurrency on global public exchanges for decades to come. So on your screen right now, guys, right now you're starting to see a lot more electric vehicles, everything from Ford to Tesla to GM to Chevy, you name it, guys. And guess what those vehicles need? They need docking stations where they can recharge, right? And so what you're seeing right here is a Vertigo kiosk, and in the future you'll start seeing these all around the world. Basically, people will be able to not just recharge their BMWs, their Teslas, their Ford electric vehicles, but they'll also be able to buy and sell energy back to the grid as currency, which is awesome. So now, let's talk about phase 2, the decentralization of energy. Welcome to the age of the prosumer. This term was coined and predicted by futurist Alvin Toffler in his 1980 book, The Third Wave, in which people became both consumers and producers, in our case, with energy. He also predicted the internet and many other trends we see in society at present moment. So now let's talk a little more about our soil healing system, BioActis, guys. There's 30 years of research that have gone into this product. It's been tested with the SGS team. It's got a patented technology, and we have worldwide exclusivity, guys. So at the end of the day, remember, guys, no matter where people live around the world, they'll be able to use BioActis to grow crops. It doesn't matter if the soil has been depleted of all the vitamins and minerals. This organic mulch will allow you to grow vegetables, fruits around the world. You live in a desert, that's okay, because BioActis can help you grow crops. Super exciting stuff, and we'll get more information as time goes on, guys. This is going to be our first product this month that is launching aggressively, besides our digital currency. So now let's talk about phase 2, the decentralization of energy. Peer-to-peer power solutions. As we've already discussed, guys, the Vertigo dock is going to be launched pretty soon, and that's super exciting because at the end of the day, how many people do you know that love recharging their iPhones, their Android devices, their iPads, their PCs? I mean, literally, guys, believe me, as soon as this Vertigo dock comes out, I'm going to get a couple for my family so that we don't ever have to worry about running out of power for our phones, our mobile devices, and our solar PV systems in the future. Obviously, we talked about the Vertigo kiosks for those of you that want to sell power, buy or sell power back to the grid, or recharge your electric vehicle. And then in the future, we'll talk more about Cube technology, which will allow consumers around the world to save 20 to 30% on their utilities, no matter if they're in a regulated or deregulated energy territory, guys. So now the timeline is defined. We have a track record in the industry, a well-thought-out plan. Guys, in 2003, Don and his companies were working with nanocell development and automotive powertrains. In 2008, he was working with defense aerospace applications. Literally, one of the things that Don talked about was how he helped American soldiers not have to carry 75 pounds of batteries into war. So he's done a lot for the United States military. Many of the subs, submarines, warships have his technology in them. In 2012, he was working with solar power purchase agreements and energy storage system development. 2014 brought vehicle systems. Just this past year in 2016, Exergonics acquired Coda Energy. And then obviously in 2017, we're talking about the Vertigo launch and Cube deployment. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, nobody likes paying more for their electricity bill or their utilities in general, right? So this Cube technology will allow people to save money no matter where they live around the world. Now, 2018 will bring the home system. And why is the home system valuable? Because as more and more people are moving to renewable sources of energy for their homes, their businesses, and their industrial complexes, they're going to need modalities to be able to save that energy so they don't have to worry about pulling power from the grid, guys. That's why the home system is so valuable. 2019 will bring the launch of vertical kiosks around the world, and 2020 will bring other power purchase agreements with other forms of renewable energy like biomass, hydro, solar, you name it, guys. We're going to get into everything we can when it comes to renewable energies. So now let's talk about getting off to a fast start and getting some XECoins while they are still less than 10 cents. So on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you hearing this story for the very first time, congratulations. You're seeing this before hundreds of millions of people around the world. You will never be able to say that nobody ever showed you a concept where you could hit a financial grand slam. So on this screen, guys, we have everything from a power plan 1 to a power plan 7. You'll see the price points, which are in euros, the amount of XE units awarded, the personal sales and group sales for each package, the binary cap, which is paid out every week, the binary percentage. And so just as an example, guys, one of the packages that obviously many people are gravitating to right now is the Power Plan 5. So if you look at the price point, that's 5,099 euros. You get 50,000 XE units awarded in that package. There's 5,000 euros as far as personal sales or group sales, depending on if you personally are selling it or your group is selling it, your marketing partners, right? And then your binary cap on that Power Plan 5 is 30,000 euros per week. Now you have a binary percentage that's 10 to 12%, and we'll talk about that a little further in another slide. But guys, what you got to understand is it's not mandatory that you purchase a package with our company. You can actually secure your position for free. Many people are securing their position with our company first and then upgrading. Now, the reason why so many other people are purchasing these power plans is because they saw what happened with Bitcoin. They saw in 2009 and in 2010 when Bitcoin was valued at 1 penny, 10 cents, and then slowly started creeping up, right? Many people didn't get to pull the trigger with Bitcoin, and just today, Bitcoin was trading at $1,064 per Bitcoin. So imagine all those people that had the timing to be able to purchase Bitcoin back in 2010 when it was at 10 cents, right? And then in today's market, if they'd be selling their Bitcoin, obviously that's a hefty profit. Now, one of the stories that I kind of chuckle at is there's a gentleman that wanted to buy 2 large pizzas. So back then, he really didn't know what he had. He had 10,000 Bitcoin, but he obviously said, "Hey, I will send somebody 10,000 Bitcoin if they buy me 2 large." I think it was Papa John's pizzas. And sure enough, somebody said, "You know what? I'll buy you 2 large pizzas. Send me those 10,000 Bitcoin." Well, in today's market, ladies and gentlemen, if he would have saved those 10,000 Bitcoins, that'd be worth over $10 million. So again, it is not mandatory that you purchase a digital currency package, but remember, as this coin gains more and more value, these XE units awarded per package obviously will be going down. Because remember, the simple law of supply and demand states that as more demand is being agitated in the market, obviously you're going to start seeing these coins drop as far as the quantity inside these packages. This is why it's very valuable to secure not just a position, but a package when you feel comfortable with that. So now let's talk a little more about the loyalty award program. You can customize your own reward. Guys, after 30 days, you may freely sell or trade 10% of your XEUs each and every month. They're your coins. You can sell them on the open market or to other members. Now, we do have a loyalty award. Until August 2017, you will receive 1.5% extra XEUs every week on all locked XEUs in the system. We're basically talking about 72% per year in loyalty award. And guys, if I told you, hey, there's a company that wants to give you extra Bitcoin, right? Knowing what you know about Bitcoin now, I'm pretty sure you'd be like, bring it on, right? So now, how the program really works. As an example, for those of you that do purchase a power plan, you're going to be receiving a 1.5% weekly loyalty award, right? Obviously, 90% of your coins will be locked. Monthly, 10% will be unlocked, which you can trade on the exchange, re-enter into the program, or purchase products if you so choose in the future, guys. So now, let's talk about unmatched compensation plans that offers you an Infinity direct sales bonus, a dual team bonus, and an Infinity matching bonus, and a weekly loyalty award. So on your screen right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first way we get paid. This is a direct sales bonus. Guys, on your first generation, you qualify for a 5% bonus. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, it is not mandatory that you purchase a digital currency package, But whether you purchase a package or not, you're going to receive 5% on direct sales within our system. Now, on your second generation, ladies and gentlemen, as soon as you hit 6,000 euros in personal sales, you're going to open up a 3% bonus. And on your third generation, when you hit 10,000 euros in personal sales, you're talking about another 2% bonus. Guys, from your fourth generation to infinity, as soon as you hit 250,000 euros in personal sales, you're talking about a 1% infinity bonus from your fourth generation to infinity. And remember, infinity does not stop at level 200, at level 2000. In fact, when we look at these generations over here, generations don't mean levels. You can have 10 to 25 levels per generation. So this is something that's pretty exciting for many of you, because at the end of the day, many of you are expanding your marketing partners around the world. And what's super exciting, guys, is that all the infinity bonuses are paid down to the next member in your team who qualifies. So many of you are doing an amazing job of training your teams, plugging them into our system. So obviously many of you will be receiving a pretty good amount of commas in your commissions every single week. Now, you must have a Power Plan 5 package or higher to qualify for any infinity bonus in our compensation module. So now let's talk about the dual team bonus, ladies and gentlemen. On the lesser leg, you can qualify for a 10% bonus, and the minimum requirement to earn the dual team bonus, guys, is you have to obviously have a Power Plan purchase yourself, and then you have to have one personally sponsored paid marketing partner on your left and one personally sponsored paid marketing partner on your right. This is basically a binary compensation module, and as an example, let's say that at the very beginning you have 10,000 euros in group sales on your left side and 5,000 euros in group sales on your right side. Well, right off the bat, guys, if you have your Power Plan purchased and obviously a marketing partner that's personally sponsored and paid on your left and right, in this example, you have 10,000 euros in group sales on your left side and 5,000 euros in group sales on your right side. You would earn 10% of the 5,000 euros in group sales of the lesser leg or the pay leg, and you would generate a bonus of 500 euro. Now, as soon as you hit 100,000 euros in personal sales, that bumps up to 12%. And ladies and gentlemen, this bonus doesn't go away. You don't have to hit these thresholds every single month. As soon as you hit these levels, they stay written in stone. That's what we love about the company, guys, is once you attain these really easy benchmarks, you can start making some money with this dual team bonus. Now let's talk about the infinity matching bonus, guys. Obviously, on your first generation, you can qualify for a 5% infinity matching bonus. On your second, third, and fourth generation, another 5% infinity matching bonus per generation. And all you have to do is have a minimum of 2,000 euros in personal sales and 3 personally sponsored paid marketing partners on your left and 3 personally sponsored paid marketing partners on your right. Now, one of the things that has people super excited, guys, is the fact that there's an infinity bonus from the fourth generation to infinity. As soon as you hit 250,000 euros in personal sales, you're talking about a 1% infinity matching bonus from the fourth generation to infinity. Now remember, guys, all infinity bonuses are paid down to the next member in your team who qualifies. So your job is obviously to educate, motivate, and replicate around the world so that you can achieve your financial goals and your financial dreams, guys. So let's talk about some payout rules. 60% will be paid out every Friday that you can withdraw to your bank, debit card, or use in our shop. Basically, that 60% will go into your cash account, or what we call a current account. Now, the other 40%, guys, will be paid out every Friday so you can buy XECoins. And remember, this is going to go into your reserve account so that you can have more XECoins. And again, the more XECoins, as they gain more and more value, obviously, if you do decide to sell them on the open exchange, any margin from this time this week, so let's say in the next month, 3 months, 6 months, year, any of that margin in between, guys, is your profit. That's what's exciting. There's a passive component to cryptocurrency, and it's very valuable, guys, because again, what if you would have bought Bitcoin when it was at 10 cents, and let's just say that you sold it yesterday when it was trading at $1,034. That's the passive side of cryptocurrency, guys. It's very, very valuable. And obviously, because of your timing, you're seeing something at a low valuation, and as it gains value, you're able to make money off the passive component. So congratulations. So now, Let's set your target and receive amazing awards. Guys, this company understands that you're working very, very hard. On your screen, you see the Vertigo Dock, the Tag Heuer smartwatch, an electronic bike, a King Power Hublot watch, a BMW i8 Spider. Guys, this car right here is about 150,000 euros, $180,000. And I want you to start dreaming again. I want you to think of what color are you going to get when you hit that target, right? You know, what color is your BMW i8 going to be? Red, black? Are you going to put flames, butterflies? It is your vehicle, guys. You can have whatever color you want. Obviously, Tim Judd's going to get one that's going to have Pink Panther all over it because that's the way Tim is. He's kind of eccentric like that. But at the far right, at the bottom, guys, what I want you to look at, this is your ultimate goal, guys. Work hard so that in the future you can have a 1 million euro villa in any country of your choice, guys. As soon as you hit the benchmarks for this 1 million euro villa, guys, the company will put it in any country of your choice. Where do you want to put it, guys? Hawaii, Thailand, Sweden, Spain, Italy, Greece, Turkey. The choice is yours, guys. But again, I want you to be able to dream again. I want you to be able to go out and win massively because not just of your timing, guys, but literally many of you are ready mentally, spiritually, physically, and you're ready to basically burn your boats, right? You're ready to work with a company that has products that can help people around the world. And we hope that when you do hit your 1 million euro villa, that you'll save me a room so I can come do some webinars out of there, right? And probably jump in your pool. So now, our recognition plan qualifications are pretty simple. We only have 9 levels. Obviously, guys, when you hit gold, you're talking about a pin and your Vertigo Dock as a reward. When you hit emerald, you're talking about your pin and your smartwatch and your electronic bike. Now, when you hit ruby, you're talking about your pin and your Hublot King Power watch. For you sapphires, you're talking about a pin and a 50,000 euro pension fund. And for all you diamonds out there, guys, we're talking about a pin and a BMW i8 Spider. Again, I'm already thinking I'm getting a black or a red one. So hopefully you can write your goals down, because if you can write your goals down and if you can believe it, you can achieve it, ladies and gentlemen. And as far as royal diamonds, many of you out there that are diamonds in the rough, when you hit royal diamond, guys, you're talking about your pin and your 1 million euro smart villa. Again, guys, somebody's going to hit these rewards. It might as well be you. So now this is a picture of our main office in Singapore. Look how beautiful this locality is, guys. Many of you have already traveled to meet many of our leaders from our companies, many of the owners. Congratulations. Obviously, our next event is the Asian Power event in Bangkok, the 25th and 26th of February 2017. Guys, make sure you get back with the person that invited you to this webinar and make arrangements to see us in Bangkok, guys. But also make sure that you secure your position today. Make sure you secure your position and purchase your power plan if you so choose. But make sure you start sharing the information, ladies and gentlemen, because this only comes around once in a lifetime. Just like the internet when it first happened, guys. Just like the color TV. Just like the fax machine, just like the mobile device, all disruptive technologies that when people saw it and they took action, they made millions of dollars, right? Now we're talking about cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, guys, and you're seeing it for the first time before hundreds of millions of people. So don't just be a visionary, guys. Make sure you take massive action, secure your position, buy your power plan, and start sharing the information with the world, ladies and gentlemen. The power is now in your hands. Make sure that you take advantage and help hundreds of millions of families around the world. Guys, my name is Max Garza III, and I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for spending some time with us this evening. We will see you Saturday evening at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for the Power On Express Global Webinar. Other than that, have a phenomenal evening. This webinar is now adjourned.